Welcome to this English class, everyone. So today is Friday, July 9, 2021. And this is the English class for grade 10. So as promised, today we are going to start another lesson. So let's get started with me together. Let me say welcome to this English class for today. So we meet each other on Friday. So let's get started with our lesson. So let's get started with this one. So this is the distance teaching program for English grade 10. And also today lesson, we will continue in unit 5, looking forward. And today lesson is lesson 2, grammar, future forms. Have you ever heard future form before? Before I start the class, I would like to inform you about this, the spread of COVID-19. So you must be careful during this period of COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, so follow do's and 3 don'ts. Okay, and in Khmer so bay công and bay cao here. Okay, so trying to wear your mask when you go outside, but do not go to the crowd. Do not join the crowd. So when there's a lot of people, do not go and join a group of people out there, because now it is the pandemic. Okay, it is very dangerous for your life, so you must be careful with that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So before we start the lesson, we have to check off our lesson, our homework. So 2 of you sent to me, but I chose only one from the first one. Is the first student sent it to me. So here, this is the example when got from our workbook, and this is written part from one of your classmates. So here we got 3 different parts to do: part 11, 12, and part 13, right? So we can start with this one, 11 here. So noun, have plus noun equal activity here. Yes, and so let's take a look at the first one he did. So complete the sentence with a form of have and a noun from the box, not a form, okay, from the box. Okay, so here the noun from the box here, and number 1 he say have a look, right? Did you have a good time? Okay, and we have question mark as well here. Have a word, have an argument, have a drink, had a shower. Number 7, had a swim, have a break. Number 9, had a dream. Right, good job on point 12 here. So verb plus adverb. So find the verbs and adverb here. So you have to find out whether which verb goes along with the other adverb, right? So like work, so we use with hard, which is an adverb. So we say work hard. Exercise regularly, which is good. Explain clearly, yes. Shine brightly, yes, shine brightly. Wait patiently. Forget completely. Okay, so last main point is about the crossword, about irregular verbs. So complete the crossword with the past simple of the irregular verbs in the close here. Okay. So we have 2 rows here. We have across and we have down. So he got number 4, found, thought, felt, wore, gave, stood, forget, and began. Okay, which is good for this one. That's right, I have checked it already. So another one here from top to down, which is called down here. Bought, caught, and fell, yeah, and throw, broke, heard, flew, wrote, and spoke. Okay, good. So here are the irregular verbs in the activity of point number 13, which is about crossword, right? Thank you, everyone. So let's move on without further ado, which is about previewing. Do you still remember the lesson we started last week? Okay, so last week we studied about verb patterns, right? Patterns. So in verb patterns, according to the lesson, according to our course book, I found 4 different types of verb patterns. The first one, the first basic one is verb plus gerund. The second one is verb plus infinitive. The third form is verb plus to and plus gerund. And the last form is verb plus a base of the verb, or we can say base form. Okay, yeah. So these are the 4 types of verb pattern that we studied last week. All right. So I just briefly review you guys on this one. Now we are going to move forward to the lesson today. So as promised, as I mentioned earlier, today we are continuing Unit 5, looking forward, and lesson 2, grammar future forms. So in this lesson, at the end of this lesson, we'll be able to identify future forms by examples given. So mean I give you some example regarding the future forms. Okay. The one is that you will be able to define usage of will, going, and present continuous for future. Yeah. The last one, you will be able to practice doing exercise about will, going, and present continuous for future as well. Without further delay, please get started. Let me ask you a question. Have you got any plans? Look at this activity, look at this picture. So there are 6 different pictures here. These are the plans that you should propose yourself, and you can talk about it by using future. So for example, you want you say I will go to the beach, example, or I'm going to the beach next week or something like that. Or we can say I am playing at the beach now, example. So all of this activity is a scenario that we could use in order to create or to make sentences of sample sentences of our today lesson, which is about will, going to, and present continuous for future. All right. So without further delay, please move forward to take the other activity that we could do is about future. So here we divided into 3 categories here: will, going to, and present continuous for future. So they are, even though they are used for the future, but in some condition, in some a little bit different condition, we can use it. For example, like will, go, and present continuous tense. Okay. So if you want to know it clearly, how could we use it? I will tell you the form, I will tell you the usage of it, and I will also give you some example. I want to show you the example to make sure that you are clear with this one. Okay, so let's get started to see the form, usage, and the example of will, going to, and present continuous. So the first one we start with will, right? Will. So in will here, use will here to express an intention decided at the time of speaking. It means that you don't have the plan to do something. Suddenly you meet something, or you meet someone, and then you say, okay, I will buy it for you, example. So this is the decision, or your intention is just made at the time of speaking. It means the time that you are speaking, right? Yeah. So in short, it means that you don't plan it, but you just speak it immediately, and suddenly you say will, use will. Another one is express an offer. So we want to have somebody, we want to offer something to someone, we want to offer help to someone. That's why we use will to express our feeling, our thought, okay, our ideas. The one is that we use will to express future fact, something that is fact in the future. So you use will as well. So don't worry, I will give you the form, and I will tell you the examples of each scenario, or we can say of each condition as well. So don't worry about that. So form, I tell you only a positive form and negative equation. I think we could change it. We could just modify a little bit, so we can just change it. It's okay. For example, here this is the positive form of using will. So we say subject plus will plus infinitive. Okay, infinitive without to. So if you want to just make into negative form, just add not after will. So you can say subject plus will plus not here, and then you plus infinitive. And if you want to change it to the question one, you just you just move will here before the subject here, say will plus subject plus infinitive, okay, and plus question mark at the end. Okay, don't forget. If you made the question form. Okay. So now let's try the basic form first, which is about positive form. If you understand clearly how to use positive form, it is easy to learn to write the negative and question form as well. So the first example that I would like to give you is about a condition as well. Express an intention decided at the time of speaking. For example, I will give you a ring. So will, as an auxiliary verb, which is our main lesson today, and give is an infinitive without to. So I will give you a ring. So this really means that the intention, feeling that you want to give somebody the ring is at the time of speaking. You don't plan to give, but you just give it. Okay. Another example, which is about express an offer to help to somebody. I will carry your box. For example, you are sitting in the bus with a crowd of people. Then there is an old man carry the heavy box, and you say to the man that I will carry your box. I will help you carry your box. We can say like this as well. So I will carry your box. It means you will offer help to carry his box from the bus. Yeah, this is for expressing an offer. Another example is that it will be Saturday tomorrow. So we know that today is Friday, and the fact is tomorrow is Saturday. So we can say it will be Saturday tomorrow. So this is the fact. No one can change that tomorrow will be Sunday because today is Friday. So tomorrow must be Saturday. Yeah, this is the fact about the future. So I hope that you get some ideas about this one, and we're gonna move on to be going to. So yeah, be going to. We say going to. Yeah, because we also use be with this one as well. So first, when do we use that? We use going to express a plan decided before the time of speaking. This is a bit different from will. Why? Because will, we use it at the time of speaking, but this one we use it before time of speaking. We use it to express our plan that we decided to do it before we speak. Okay, before the time of speaking. Okay, so let's check the another condition. So we use going to express something that is certain to happen in the future. So you know clearly that it is going to happen. That's why you just going to. Okay, let's check with the form and examples to make it clearer. Form. This is also positive form again. Yes, and subject plus to be. If we use to be, it means am is are here in the present tense here. So we use subject plus am is are plus going to and plus infinitive, or in Cambodian context we call verb one. Yeah, we call verb one. So let's check the first example that I've for you. I am going to buy a new computer. So you can check here, I'm going here. Am here is a verb to be, yeah, in the form as you can see. And going to here is the form, and after that we use infinitive here, buy. So I'm going to buy a new computer. This is showing that you have planned to do it, but somebody come and ask you. For example, they ask you, have you planned to buy something? And in fact, you have plans already to buy computer, and then you will reply, you will respond that I'm going to buy a new computer. So yeah, so let's check another example. It is going to rain soon. This one goes to the second condition. It means that you see the cloud is getting dark, yeah, and there's some storm or windy. It's windy, so you predict that it's going to rain soon, and after that it's rain. Yeah, it's raining. So you can say it is going to rain soon. Yeah, and that's it. And then now we're gonna check present continuous future. Yeah, present continuous future. So similarly to the previous two forms, in this form I'm going to tell you the usage. I mean, when do we use it, the form, and also the example as well. Let's take a look with the first one. So we use present continuous to express the future arrangement. Yeah, the future arrangement. So we arrange something like sometimes we can say that it is a timetable, right? Timetable of future arrangement. We plan in the future. Okay. So let's check this one. The form, subject, am, is, are, and plus gerund. Gerund here, just review quickly. Just open the bracket here. It is in the verb plus ing. Gerund. For example, like working, studying, watching, speaking, listening, reading. Okay, so gerund. Let's check the example to make it a bit clearer. So he is meeting this evening, because now it is in the afternoon. So we say that he is meeting this evening. So he is going to have, we can say he is having the meeting in this evening, right? So say he is meeting this evening. So imagine that in this evening he is meeting with his colleagues. Okay, yeah, he prepares already. Another example is that he is not meeting in this evening. And then if you want to say in the negative form, so you can say he is not meeting this evening. So what you have to do is just add not after is, after verb to be is. And if you want to change it into the question form, it's really interesting. So you just move is here in front of you just move is here before the subject pronoun he, and you can say is he meeting this evening? And don't forget question mark, because when you form the question form, question mark is also a part of it. Without question mark, are you asking a question? Not sure. So you have to be careful with the question mark as well. So among these three forms, only question form consists of question mark. Okay, good. So that's time for practice. I think there should be time for practice, a little bit more, harder than that. So yes, it's practice stage. This one I got it from our textbook as well. I hope that you can read it, and then I hope that you have read it some as well. And so if you haven't, it's okay, don't worry. We just go along with one another. So there are a very kind of a short conversation dialogue here. So we have to look at each statement, or we can take question and answer here, and then decide whether we use will or going to. Okay, will or going to. So let's check together. Number one, A. Have you decided which university to apply for? Another person say, oh yes, I'm going to apply for Oxford. So which one is the correct answer based on this condition, based on this scenario? Okay, let's check the answer together. One. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to apply for Oxford because the person, the one who responded the answer, he or she has planned already to apply for the Oxford. That's why he or she used going to. Yeah. Number two, A say, I haven't got your mobile number, and then B say, really? I'm going to text it to you right now. So do we use I'll or I'm going to? Do we use will or be going to? In this case, let's check which one that we use. Okay, in this case we use will. Okay, because the person who responded, who was asked for for his or her mobile number, had no plan to touch the mobile number to his friend or her friend. That's why he or she just responded immediately. That's why he or she used will. Okay, so say, really, I'll touch it to you right now. Okay, and let's check number 3. It says we don't have any fruit in the house. We say, I'll go, or I'm going shopping this afternoon. I'll, or I'm going to get some apples. So can you choose will or be going to? Let's check the first one. Of course, he used going to in this case. Okay. And the second one, use will, because why? Because it is not planned yet. I'll get some apple. You just say it because he doesn't plan to get some apple, but he or she know that he or she is going shopping in this afternoon, but has no plan to buy something. Immediately he or she just decided to buy some apple. That's why he or she used will in this case. Number 4, A say, my bag is really heavy. So B say, give it to me. I'll, or I'm going to carry it for you. So can you choose be going to or will in this case? Check it together. So this one, again, person has no plan to help, but immediately someone say, and that person just want to offer help to that guy. That's why you use will. Number 5 is say, Tony's back from holiday. Okay, when Tony is back from holiday, is he? I'll, or I'm going to give him a ring. So in this case, be going to or will. Okay, so this case use will because we have no plan as well. Okay, number 6 is a will we have? Are we having for meal, for supper? Okay, and then B say, I'm going to, or I'll make spaghetti bolognese. Okay, so let's check for A first. Will we have, or are we having? So in this case we use are we having because it is for like something that is arranged in the futures already. So what are we having for supper? So supper is the food, the meal that you eat at night. And B, I'm going to, or I'll make spaghetti bolognese. So the answer is I'm going to make spaghetti bolognese. Okay, so we use be going to in this case as well. Thank you everyone for participating in this practice exercise. Now it is the end of our lesson. Before I end this lesson, I would like to wrap up a little bit about our lesson. So today we study about grammar, future form, which consists of 3 different forms: will, going to, and present continuous. So in short, in brief, will we use with something that we don't plan to do immediately of speaking. This means we just use will at the time of speaking. And going to, we use it for something that we plan to do, or we think that it is going to happen. Okay, we are certain that it's going to happen. And the last one, present continuous, we use it for future arrangement. We arrange something in the future, and we do it as well according to our arrangement, according to our timetable. And we use present continuous for future as well, right? So here is a brief wrap-up activity that I would like to share with you guys. So now it's time for homework. It is nice to have homework here because even though we are now in Unit 5, the student book, in the workbook we have just done, and we are reaching on Unit 4 only. So I try to pick up some useful exercise from workbook in order to let you practice doing it at home, and then you can send it me back next week. Okay, so in this case you have only 2 main points, 1 and 2 here. So it's all about nouns, but the first one you have to look at the pictures here, and you have to write down. Okay, you have to write down here. So in instructions say write the shops where you can get this thing. So here we get a Nusigen, we have beggars, and we have Nusigens, and yeah, we have library, something like that. So in this one we have a lot of noun here. We have 9 nouns here, or phrases here, and then you can write down the place where you can get this staff or services. Okay. All right. So, and the second one is that it's about the noun as well, but about count noun and countable noun and uncountable noun. So in this box, there's a lot of countable noun and uncountable noun. What you have to do is just write down, choose the noun from the box and write down under each column here. For example, like apple is a countable noun, so you write down in this column. And another one is sugar. Sugar is uncountable noun, so you write it under the uncountable noun. Yes, that's why this homework is pretty easy for you guys. I hope that you can practice doing it, and then you can send it to me before the class tomorrow, before the class next week. So I will pick up the first person to send it to me, and then check homework next week as well. So thank you so much everyone for your attention, for your participation today. So let's see you next week. Okay, let's see you next week. So okay, learners of English, you must know that practice makes better. Practice makes better. So practice your speaking, listening, reading, and writing as much as possible as you could, so that your English will be improved. Okay, thank you. So this is the end of the lesson. Thank you so much everyone for coming and participation and listening or watching this video, and I hope that you gain something. So let me say goodbye everyone. Good luck. Bye bye.